So we have a person from another utility, a little bit larger, Eric Van Orden from Xcel Energy. Welcome to the stage.
Good evening. So when I started my career in energy about 15 years ago, I thought by this point, 2020-ish, that we'd have solar panels and wind turbines as far as our eyes could see. And we've made a lot of progress, but still have a lot of work to do. But that said, you can see solar panels as far as the eyes can see. For example, this project out in Alamosa, where it goes all the way up to the mountains. But you don't have to drive all the way up to the mountains now. There's 54 acres of solar at the IBM facilities now, which is the largest on-site solar installation in Colorado. Additionally, there's hundreds of wind turbines at the recent installation of Rush Creek wind farm. And I don't know what the metaphor is for objects are closer than they appear when it comes to looking at that wind turbine, but I know I've learned a lot about the importance of the energy system for our society and for our economy, and it takes a lot of work to continue to provide safe, reliable, and affordable energy. And a lot of folks are working to help move and transition our energy system to a cleaner system, including states and also local governments who have climate action plans, and even the fact that they're calling them climate action plans and instead of sustainability plans really shows a difference, and sustainability is so 2010. Utilities are also making some big moves and commitments to carbon-free future and really having a cleaner energy system across the entire country from coast to coast. But in the Midwest and West, here in Colorado, Xcel Energy is leading the clean energy transition. Right now, we're at have made reductions to 38% lower carbon emissions, have goals for 80% reductions by 2030, and ambitions for 100% carbon-free by 2050. And why? It's the science. We've compared some of these goals to make sure that we continue to fall in line with the climate projections and staying below 2% degrees Celsius to limit global warming. It's probably no coincidence that the cost of the emissions reductions are also falling in line with the cost of renewable energy falling. You can see here wind and solar has been dropping over time, and it really is very little of a trade-off for making decisions about the economy and making decisions for our environment. But I do want to caution that 100% renewables is different from 100% carbon-free. And there are some challenges with 100% renewables. When it comes to building out 100% renewables, if you were to need to provide electricity 100% of the time, 24/7, with the intermittency of renewables, you need to overbuild the system by 8 times. Additionally, batteries are a piece of solving the problem, but they're not the entire solution. Batteries, some of the studies have suggested that some of the outages or some of our weather changes require 8 to 16 weeks of storage. And with higher penetrations of renewables, we need much more longer-term storage capabilities that are beyond the current capabilities of batteries today. Now, when it comes to 100% renewables, that's not to say that individual customers can't go to 100%. There are a handful of different renewable programs today that you can participate in to offset your renewable or your electric usage. Additionally, operationally for the entire system and the big grid, energy efficiency and demand response is a way to manage the entire system. And another piece of this, when it comes to the equation, is really resource options and diversity. In particular, the firm low-carbon resources and finding solutions to that will be important to keep the entire grid affordable and manageable for all customers. And to that end, it is something that we at Xcel Energy aim to continue to do, is keep our bills low. And it is something that we intend to do and work with others to make sure that this is a scalable opportunity for having a clean energy future. One thing as we think about the path to that 80% by 2030, we do know how to get there using a lot of today's technology and solutions. But as it comes to getting to that last 20% to 100% carbon-free, we need some help. We need some innovators, we need some ideas, we need new thinkers, we need new technologies. And so that is part of today's message, is really a call to action to start thinking and start working towards that last 20%. We'll continue to move very quickly to the 80%, but also need to figure out those solutions for the future. And in order to do that, while protecting energy reliability and affordability, we need support from our states and stakeholders, advocacy for constructive public policy, and really developing those carbon-free technologies that are 24/7, can provide 24/7 electricity. So today, I'm calling on our customers to engage in our customer programs for clean energy, calling on the students and the researchers in the audience to innovate, and also the many energy professionals here in the room to continue the great work that you keep doing. Thanks.